Hello, everybody. I am the Worm. Welcome back to Raging Loop. Today is feast day, and I expect it to be quite the feast indeed. It feels like we are on the cusp of some sort of major confrontation, or maybe even close to an ending. It's really shaping up to be a big battle this time between a lot of different players here. There's a potential conflict that's going to play out between Haruaki and Kaori. Mochi has the goods on the wolves. Hashimoto has his suspicions. Will Mochi decide to voice his concerns? Will Hashimoto be able to find evidence for his suspicions? There's going to be a lot here, and I am excited for it, and I'm ready to take this one as long as it needs to go. So, just to briefly summarize last time, Tai-san, Tai-san, that was 2 episodes ago, I think. But I think someone said regarding Tai-san that maybe potentially she could have been the spider because Yasunaga was not protected this last night since we killed him. Although I feel like if that were the case, she may have tried to actually claim that she was. I don't think she did. So I'm not sure about that. I believe Danzy mentioned, currently the 2 most suspicious people for being the spider are Rikako and Mamiya. But if we think about it, it can only be 3 people. I think Danzy said this too. It could be only Rikako, Mamiya, or Kyo. Those are the only 3 possible options at this point for someone. If the spider is still around, it can only be one of those 3. So obviously Haruaki thinks it can. He's saying Kyo's probably not it. So Rikako or Mamiya, that's where we're at right now. Yoshitsugu is obviously going to be quite. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to predict him. He's gonna be mad. So is he gonna? If he finds, and here's the thing, the crazy thing. Yasunaga has been killed, and it was his mother who did it. So, if Yoshitsugu is, completely full of rage at this point, I don't even know how to imagine what he's going to be like when the truth is revealed. I believe from a few of the lines Haruaki said at the beginning of this, or no, pre-feast, before the beginning of this, the plan was going to be he would try to lead the fight against Kaori. And of course they were going to have to make it look like Haruaki was truly was the snake, and thus get all the remaining humans to truly believe that. Now, I don't think this is going to fool Mochi or Hashimoto. I'm sure they're both clever enough in their own ways that they'll be able to see through something like this, that the wolves are essentially sacrificing one of their pieces, one of their own, in order to secure a victory. So I don't think this is going to go over as easy as Haruaki thinks. Well, I don't know if he thinks it's going to be easy, but we're just going to have to see. Haru should be playing along with us. And who knows about Mako? She's probably just going to say something, probably unhelpful to us. Of course, the issue with Mako is that she is a vote that counts. So could be, if she votes for us again, that's not going to be good when we're getting low on numbers like this. Okay, let's get into this. I hope you're buckled up and ready, because who knows which direction or how hard we're gonna veer left and right in this one. All right, let's begin. Rokako.
義継様もおみきをどうか。
いらね
え。汚れよけのためです。
え。いらね
では読み意味の宴を始めま。
サイババは人だったぞ、おら。
Sorry for cutting you off, Rokako. Okay. Crow has been activated. Angry like hell, he stood up and shouted that at me.
こんだけ絞れてんのに狼に当たらねえなんてあるか。あ、なんとか言えや、怒り野郎。
Okay, we're getting targeted pretty early.
あったものは仕方ないだろ
う。ああ、そうか。じゃあてめえは誰調べたんだよ。これで人引いたとか抜かしたらマジぶっ殺す。
How we playing this? How we playing this, Haruaki?
狼は
Oh, yeah. The play, okay, yeah, we're going straight into it. Right at Kaori, right? Everyone present wore a poker face. Their feelings were completely unreadable.
言えよ、誰が狼なのか。
Careful what you wish for, Yoshitsugu.
言えっつってんだよ。
I put on a burdened expression. If I was a human, it would have been extremely hard for me to accept that my employer and the one who helped me more than anyone else here was a wolf.
なんだよ、言えよ。
To think she would kill her own son.
嘘だろ、マジで殺すぞ。
殺して事実が変わるならいくらでも殺せよ、織部義継。ああ、織部香織は狼だった。
嘘だ。
嘘じゃない。
何かの間違いじゃないのかね。ご婦人はこんなに弱っておられるが。
野里様、それだと私やあなた様が狼だということになるのではないでしょうか。
Now, I am a bit concerned about how Kaori's going to be reacting here. Now, obviously, the plan is that she is meant to fight against this, I think. She's meant to go against this. But a part of me is a bit worried that she might, I don't know, spill the beans, so to speak, on both Haru and Haruaki. If she suddenly feels, because I mean, you know, she's not in the right state of mind. Both she's been warped due to what Haruaki has told her, and she's killed her son, and so that is not a stable. Kaori can be very clever, and you know she's very smart, but I worry that in her state of mind, depending on what happens, she might decide to just, you know, blow everything up in that way. But I guess we'll just have to see.
何ですと。残り人数は。
残り未確定が4人、メイコちゃんを抜くと3人、狼2人がこの中にいる。いえ、山脇さんがいなくなったことで絞り込みはもう十分に行われてる。残る未確定者はメイコちゃん抜きで4人。人が座る席は1つしかない。私は自分が人だと知ってる。だから残り3人は。
冗談じゃない。私も人だ。
私もです。
おふくろ、言ってくれよ。自分も人だって言ってくれよ。
り前だわ。私が安永を殺せるわけが。
だろうがよ、誰なんだよ狼はよ。
あんたのせいでしょうが。
Kaori-san quickly grabbed Haru-chan. Ah. This is what I just said. She was completely shocked for a second.
あんたが安永が手に入らないもんだからこんなことを。
Oh, so she was making a mess of things.
あなただって息子を何だって思ってるのよ。自分を好きに。私が何だと言ってみろ。ほら、息子のことが好きすぎて頭が狂ったんでしょうが。あなたはぶってやるクソガキ。
Right before things turned bloody, the others jumped in to stop them. Of course, they were in no situation to continue the scene. Their act, which was mostly sincere, left everyone stunned.
ああ、喧嘩か。でも一応言っとこ。やっすんのママ、昨日疑ってごめんね。
The one with the weakest reaction to the event, Mochi, said the line least fitting the situation.
あなたか。あなたでしょう。友達じゃなかったのか。友達ならそんな余裕があるわけない。
She was basically attacking everyone now. It worked to show that she was a victim, but also made her a nuisance, just like Tai Yamawaki. She was doing what we'd agreed on. Okay, so... okay, yeah, I was trying to think of that. So maybe not flipping the script or anything. More, she's just meant to act going crazy. I see. Okay. And is that to make it easier to get people to vote for her? If she, even if we don't have, even if they don't necessarily trust Haraki's word, she's, going crazy, accusing everyone, and that gets to such an extent that they're willing to vote for her regardless of whether or not she's truly a wolf? Is that the play here?
まあ、なんとなくこうなるって思ってたからショックはないな。
Okay, I was taken aback because she went straight after Haru first, which is definitely not what I would think is ideal. Although we did have Haruaki claim as the false snake that she is a human, so hopefully that holds up. But I mean, Haruaki's already suspected, so if he's suspect, then Haru automatically becomes suspect.
カモシだ。つくづくイカれてんのは分かったからちょっと黙ってろ。
ヨッシーさ、もうちょっと考えてみなよ。もし他の狼が殺すのにさ、香織ママが反対だったら、香織ママは刺してでも止めてんじゃん。
What's the game here, Mochi? Do you really believe that? Huh.
ってことは、香織ママも殺すのには賛成だったってことになるんだよ。
おふくろが狼の前提で喋ってんじゃねえよ。
全員ちょっと黙ってくれないか。
You have to try and decipher what he says sometimes. Everyone only fell silent because they were tired of making loud noises. Still, silence was silence.
なんだよイカレ野郎。
みんなもう言いたいことは言っただろう。いい加減冷静な人の意見を聞きたい。
With a tired voice, I said that, hiding my face.
橋本雄大さん、考えを聞かせてください。
Ooh, be careful what you wish for, Haruaki. Okay, let's hear it.
意外だね。喋らせてくれるんだ。
You'd talk sooner or later anyway. I figured I might as well give him the floor now to avoid a more decisive play from him later.
でも君に都合のいいことは言わないよ。
僕には心当たりがないので。
そう言われるとやりにくいな。
自信があるわけじゃないんですか
？7割くらいしか。
十分でしょう。それなら。
じゃあ言おう。僕の考えは今日夫妻子君に申し訳ないが犠牲になってもらいたいというものです。
All right. The gauntlet has been thrown down. How are we gonna do this, Haruaki? He went and said it.
ただ僕は彼が狼かどうかにはまだ確定的な判断が下せない。
Of course not.
なぜか今これから述べるいくつかの可能性が考えられるからですね。一つ、夫妻子君が本物の蛇で織部さんが本当に狼で残る4人の中に狼が2人。昨日まではこの方針で来た。それで狼は一人も出てこなかった。
今日出ました。
そうだね。昨日僕が君を脅したからかな。
So that was his story, huh? Fuck.
そしてさっき Q ちゃんが言ったみたいに残り4人に本当に狼がいるのか。いやー心配だ。ただそれは一旦置いておいて他の可能性を見よう。他の可能性は今カゴ車だと言っている誰かが嘘をついていないとありえない。これは皆さんお分かりですよね。
At this point, only Mako didn't.
まず猿のカゴ車、つまり僕と近持くんが嘘をついている可能性、これは限りなく低い。
Agreed.
僕と彼は全員がまだご存命の時にカゴを明かし対向者がいませんでした。しかも互いに正体を証明し合って。
猿が本物なのは知ってっから他のこと言えや。
結構。次、カラスが嘘をついてる可能性。彼は2日前、つまり3日目の冒頭でこれを明かした狼じじい氏、室さん、それに芹沢さんが亡くなっていた。この3人の中にカラスがいた可能性はまあなくはないと思います。だから対抗して名乗れなかったか、あるいは偽物の名乗りにどうしていいかわからないとか、誘いに乗って姿を現し狼にやられるのを恐れたか。そんな理由で黙っているうちに死んでしまった。ただ それ以降亡くなったのは牧島さん、山脇さん、そして今日の織部安永君。この3人なら亡くなる前に、というか吉次君が立った瞬間、カラスの加護を明かしていると思いますね。憶測ですが。とにかく彼が勢いよくカラスを表明したのは偽物の虚勢だったという可能性はゼロではない。カラスが嘘なら、これまでに処刑された方々の中に本物の狼がいたのかもしれないでしょう。狼じじい氏、牧島勘三氏、山脇多江さんの3人の誰か、あるいは複数人がね。
嘘なんかついてねえし、これまでくくったジジイどもは全員人だ。
さて、そして最後、蛇の加護者夫妻師春明くんが嘘をついてる可能性です。
Here we go.
彼が加護を明かしたのも3日前だから、条件は吉次くんと同じです。ただ彼は室さんと安永くん、そして牧島春さんの人を発表している。生きているのは牧島さん一人。
Overcharm looked at the floor and fell silent.
少なくとも室さん、安永くんは狼に殺されることで身の潔白を証明した。かといって彼の無実を証明することにはならない。偽蛇は本当のことだって言えますから。
狼は狼でない人が誰かわかるらしいですからね。
そういうこと。あ、最後にもう一つ。夫妻師君と吉次君が2人とも嘘つきという可能性はあります。ありますが。
It's good that he's covering all the bases here.
さすがに3日目の段階で加護者が2人狙い撃ちにされて、それで守備よく入れ替われたとは考えにくい。まあ考えにくいけどあり得るということで一つ。さて、この状況で皆さんどうするのが一番安心ですか？
Okay. Remember, our goal here is not necessarily to be correct, so to speak. Our goal here is just to convince people to vote the way we want them to vote. You know, that's the whole. This is a game of politics, sort of thing. So Hashimoto has his argument here. Now we gotta somehow present a more convincing one, even if it's not logically as good as Hashimoto's is. Let's see if we can do it.
怪しいやつは全員くくる。
それも一案だが時間がかかりすぎる。今日の一手のことを考えよ
う。まどろっこしいんだよ、デカブツ。
義継、あなたもしかして。
違う、俺は人だ。カラスだっつってんだろ、おふくろ。
義継君は挑発行為はやめてくれ。あと橋本さん、もう少し端的に話してください。みんな空腹とストレスで相当来てますよ。
これは失礼。じゃあもう言いますが、僕はもう吉次君のことは大体本物だと思ってるんです。
あ？
僕の予想では室匠さんは何らかの加護者でした。
匠兄が？
ええ、なぜなら彼はまだ死ねないと言っていたからね。
He'd noticed it too, huh?
彼はその他にもちょこちょこ何かを言いたそうに見えた。僕がそう見えたということは狼にも見えたかも。
いささか主観的ではないかね。
それは否定できませんね。ただ主観でない証拠なんて読み意味の宴の中にはそうそうありません。故に狼が人間観察によって決断を行い成功した可能性は必ず考慮しなければならないのですが、義継くんはそういうキャラクターにはどうしても思えないんですよ。冷静に人間を観察し平然と人格を装い堂々と加護者のふりをするようなね。
それはつまり僕がそういう人間だっていうことですよね。ずいぶんな人格攻撃だ。僕は爬虫類か何かですか？
こんな時じゃなきゃ褒め言葉だよ。とにかくだから僕が一番危惧しているのは彼が本物かどうか。何せ彼が偽物ならば牧島春さんも狼である可能性が出てくる。当然織部香織さんも濡れ衣を着せられている可能性がある。
Everyone turned a suspicious eye on me. Crap. Kaori-san's tragic mother act was working too well. Everyone wants to believe her more than me.
このまま彼の診断結果に従えば、まず織部香織さんを殺し、その後さらに2人か3人を殺すことになります。その後もしかしたら織部義継くんが偽物かもと疑って殺す必要があるかもしれない。この間に狼は同じ数の人を殺してしまう。手遅れになります。僕が心配するのはそれだ。だから僕は彼に申し訳ないけど犠牲になってもらう。彼が本物かどうかは義継くんのカラスの能力で判別できます。もし彼が本物なら現状通り織部香織さんを処刑し残る者を追い詰めればいい。もし彼が偽物なら現状人だと判定されている牧島春さんも疑うべきだとわかる。
いや、やめてよ。
これで勝てるかどうかは正直わかりません。最終的には高確率で運の勝負になるでしょう。しかし彼をこのまま放置して疑うべき集団、疑うべきでない集団を自由に作らせておくのは後々取り返しのつかない事態を招く。彼はすでに怪しむべきものを明らかにするという役割を十分に果たしてくれました。もし人ならばなおさらここで皆さんのために犠牲になってもらえないかとこう思うわけですね。
Oh. I expected something like this. It seemed reasonable, but really wasn't. It seemed kind, but really wasn't. Even so, winning against him wouldn't be easy. His guardian, position, appearance, and impression he'd given everyone were too powerful to overturn. Was the best angle of attack through logic or emotion? If I had to give an opinion here, I'd say emotion. I don't think we can beat logically at this point. We're going to need some crazy acting on either Kaori or Haruaki's part here, I think, if we're going to turn this around. I decided I would simply be myself. Ooh, what does that mean?
純粋に反論があるんですが。
Gonna be yourself, huh? Alright. Who is Haruaki Fusaishi? Let's find out.
なんだい？
あなたは数字を雑に扱いすぎてる。
ふむ。
Everyone, Hashimoto's included, seemed confused. I quickly began to explain.
紙を使います。見てください。
I prepared an inkstone, got some water, and dipped the writing brush into it to soften it up. I'd watched Rokako-san do this before. I then melted the ink, prepared some paper, and began writing. Chikamochi Kamoshida, monkey. Yudai Hashimoto, monkey. Yoshitsugu Oribe, crow. Haruaki Fusaishi, snake. Haru Makashima, human. Kaori Oribe, wolf. Kinosuke Misato, unknown. Rokkaku Uematsu, unknown. Meiko, unknown. Hisako Mamiya, unknown.
これが現状です。丸は確定で、三角の4人が自称である僕と吉嗣くん、そしてそれに正体を指定された2人。三角を全員信用するならば、狼の容疑者は現在5人、人確定が5人、完全にタイです。人は容疑者からくくっていき、狼は人確定から殺していく。結果、常に両方の数は釣り合っている。これはわかりますね。
Everyone nodded. I appreciated that.
ところがこれだと、最悪の場合、つまり織部香織さん以外の狼を当てられず逃し続けた場合、昼の段階で人側の数と生き残った狼の数がイコールになる。この瞬間、人の負けが確定します。
投票で過半数が取れなくなるから。
その通り。そして実際は。
I looked at Meiko. She looked worried all day long, but when our eyes met, she became moody. What was that all about?
メイコを生かしておく場合、最終的に狼に味方して投票する可能性が極めて高い。
A few hid their face. Stifling laughs, surely. Regardless, based on their reactions to how she responded, they were all clearly concerned that she was the badger. I didn't want to kill her, but it could be inevitable this time.
もしそうなれば、狼足すメイコになった瞬間、人の敗北。今日、メイコか狼をくくらない場合、即座にその状況になります。
君や吉嗣君が本物ならね。
当然、その前提で喋ってます。そして、あなたの最も不誠実なのはそこだ。いいですか皆さん。僕が知ってるのは、今狼を殺さなければ、人は即座に負ける瀬戸際だってことです。僕を今日くくって、人だと分かって、その時にはすでに手遅れなんですよ。橋本さんは僕が怪しいと確信していて、皆さんの同意を得るために僕をとりあえずくくろうと提案していますが、 それは実質僕を信じるかあなたを信じるかの間違えば即死の究極の二択を強いてることに他ならない。皆さんは僕を信用せず彼を信用しているかもしれませんが、究極の二択を選ぼうとしている自覚はありましたか？彼がそう仕向けたことに同じように信頼を向けていられますか？
Silence.
今日僕を生かして香織さんをくくり、僕が明日生きていられれば僕はもう一人人か狼を特定できる。メイコ以外の人を確定できればその時点で人の勝利は確定。狼が見つかった場合もう一日生き延びないといけないが、その後人の勝利が確定します。くくられる人は3人、殺される人はあと2人。これで殺戮は終わります。僕を信じて生かしてくれれば。
橋本さん、正論に聞こえますけどどうなんです？
しまったな。メイコちゃんをつい人側でカウントしちゃってた。僕が言い出したのにな、ムジナのこと。
Nice. Nice counterattack, Haruaki.
橋本さんは僕を信用していない。しかしあと1日は少なくとも生かす必要がある。そうですね。
いや、それは違うでしょ。
No, I don't actually. That was funny to me for some reason.
何がです？
君の論はつまり、今狼が4票持っているのだから、狼の票を確実に削らなきゃならないってこと。
We're not out of the woods yet.
狼3人は誰だかわからない。君を信じるなら織部さんだ。しかし君を信じないなら彼女じゃなく君だ。君の言葉をそっくり借りれば君だって究極の選択をさも無害そうに伝えているだけじゃないかい。
What a counterattack. A counter to the counterattack.
僕は確実に彼女が狼だと知って言っています。あなたの自信が7割なら僕は10割です。
しかし他の人はもちろん10割では信じられないよね。多分気づいてるんだろう。今日の敗北を防ぐ誰でも納得できる唯一の方法はメイコちゃんを処刑することだ。
Oof. Oh. That feels like a nuclear option right there. Like he just Oh man. Yeah, this is a good counter attack. Everyone slowly looked at the girl. He wasn't wrong. It was hard to accept, but yeah. But it was also something we wolves would have to do to emerge victorious. Also, if we had her die in this feast, we could have Kaori-san with us for another day. No, that wasn't good. Kaori-san had to die today. She could go out of control, and on top of that, if I didn't prove my legitimacy as a snake, Hashimoto's argument would see me killed tomorrow.
待ちたまえ。少女をくくったとして明日何がわかるということもあるまい。
Kyo, my hero.
彼女が無事なならカラスはこれを人と答えるだろうし、ヘビは新たに調べた結果を口にするが、 真意は不明のままだ。究極の選択が明日に先送りになるだけではないのかね。まあそもそも蛇が今夜を越えられるという保証もなし、むしろ極めて厳しい。すでに運を天に任せる状況に陥っているのではないのかね、我々は。
悲観はまだ早いです。雲の加護者がまだ残っているかもしれません。
そっか。雲が不妻子さんを守れば蛇はこの夜を越えられる。
そしたらハッサンが明日何を言うか聞いてからくくるかどうか選んでもいいよね。ヨッシーのためにも今日はメイコちゃんをくくるのがいいんじゃないかな。
He was the only one to whom today's vote would have a different meaning. He had a choice between believing the snake or Yudai Hashimoto and his mother.
待って、本当にこんな小さい子を殺すつもりなの？
今さらすぎんだろ。もう3人も殺しておいてよ。
そもそもムジナがどうして狼に組みするのかだってわからないのよ。説得の方が先じゃないの？メイコ、狼を信じてはダメ。
お姉ちゃん嫌い。
しっかりしなさい、メイコちゃん。あなたは人なのよ。狼に味方すればいずれ死んでしまう。
私死なないもん。
なあメイコ、君は狼に本当に味方するのか？
房雪さんのバカバカ。
I couldn't get a read on her at all. Why was I the only one she was so antagonistic to? Potential implications of that statement. Okay, crap. They could just believe me. Hanging Kaori Oribe would really remove a wolf. That would make me more trustworthy, since the crow would reveal his mother's identity, and everyone would accept the tragic truth. Failure meant death. This wasn't a case of high risk, high reward. It was all or nothing, a matter of life and death. However, I really was out of options here.
僕から提案をしよう。
I'd already used up all the info I had and said everything I could.
一つ、これからメイコを処刑するか、それとも不妻子君と織部さんのどちらかを処刑するか、二択を選ぶ。前者は延命、後者は究極の決断。よく承知の上、選んでください。もし前者が選ばれた場合、そのまま実行。後者が選ばれたなら、もう一度不妻子君と織部さんの決選投票。
待ってよ。他の人に投票はできないの？
下手に票を散らすと狼に収票されてひっくり返される可能性がある。すでに人は一人も失えない状況なんだ。
He didn't have to worry about that. After all, both suspects were wolves. However, his emphasis on how heavy the choice would be probably made everyone partial to hanging Mako. What was I to do next? How would I deal with the aftermath of killing Mako?
もう一つ、すでに実質的にはそうなっていますが、司会は橋本さんがすべきでしょ
う。異論がなければそうしよ
う。As if anyone would.
では最初の投票を取ろう。植松さん、申し訳ないが。
春明様、筆を。
I gave it back to her. With that, I'd been reduced to a mere suspect.
それではメイコちゃんを処刑するという方は
待ちなさいよ。
Okay. What's this gonna be? What's it gonna be, Kaori?
何でしょう、香織さん。
メイコをくくる気でしょ、みんな。
Everyone looked at each other. That was probably consensus, but no one understood why she was asking that.
何か問題ですか？
そんなの困るわ。死ねないじゃない。
Ugh. She's breaking. Crap. A moment later, she jumped up and faced Yoshitsugu-kun.
それなら私は義継を殺すわ。
She then extended her hands before her.
安永みたいにおとなしく死んで。
She reached for her son's neck. The next moment, she was blown away. Wow, that's a very stern Hashimoto face. Hashimoto-san tackled her as fast as he could. It was incomparable. Excuse me. It was incomparable to Takumi-san's tackle from last time. The weight and momentum was on a whole different level.
相撲ですか？
アメリカンフットボールだよ。
My man. Smart, charismatic, and strong, huh? The guy just had no weaknesses at all. But
おふくろ、てめえおふくろに何すんだ。どけバカ者。ああ、
リカコさん、縄を。
こっち押さえます。
everyone was calm. They all methodically handled the sudden threat. Kaori Oribe lost consciousness and was tied up. Everyone started the vote without her. The only one who voted to hang Mako was Yoshitsugu Oribe. Thus, we moved on to the final vote. Haruaki Fusaishi only got votes from Yoshitsugu Oribe and Mako. Kaori Oribe got the remaining 7. Everyone calmly decided to lynch Kaori Oribe.
義継。義継。
So, she did break, but it turned out that was what we needed. Thankfully, well, I mean, it's hard to be thankful about anything in this situation, to be frank. But thankfully, she didn't say anything that exposed Haru and Haruaki. But yeah, that's what the wolves needed.
お願い、お願いだから、一緒に死んで。
She wailed those and similar things all the way to the hanging pine. The tackle left her with a few broken bones and dislocated joints, so she couldn't stand by herself anymore. Thus, Hashimoto-san had to carry her under his arm. Yoshitsugu-kun was with us too, but only because Haru-chan was dragging him along. He looked like his soul had left his body. It seemed like he wanted to avoid looking her in the eyes or hearing her voice.
久石君に 同様のことを押し付けようとした僕は責任を取らねばならないのだろうね。織部香織さん、苦しい思いをさせすみません。
よしすぐ、よしすぐ、よしすぐ、よし。
With the noose on her neck, right before she was thrown into the mist, she stopped screaming and looked at me. There was no madness in her eyes. Her mind was clear. I felt like that was her way of telling me to fulfill my promise. A fall. A quiet shriek.
はあ、参ったな。人を殺しちゃったよ。
He made that simple and extremely belated observation. The son, now both an orphan and an only child, collapsed to his knees. Kaori-san. She kept her promise. Most of that, no, all of it, may have been an act. If she hadn't done that, it was likely that Mako would have been hanged. And tomorrow, it would have been my turn. I was both thankful and apologetic to her. After all, I couldn't fulfill my promise yet. That's right. We need Yoshitsugu. We need him to confirm that she was a wolf. Okay. Oh boy, and man. And during that, well, obviously Haruaki has raised the possibility that her breaking there was an act, and the clear look she gave Haruaki right before she fell would seem to be evidence of that. But even so, whether she truly broke or not, it still doesn't change the fact that, in the end, it was Haruaki who pushed her to this point. And, so, that still stings a bit. Yeah. I'm getting close to time, so I think I'm going to call it here. We haven't reached an autosave, so I don't know how long this scene will last, but I don't want to risk going too over time when it turns out we seem to nail it pretty well with the timing on this. Yeah, that was a pretty intense feast. There was an attack, a counterattack, a counterattack, and Hashimoto invoking the nuclear option there with Mako. Yeah, that was a lot. Okay, well, for better or worse, it looks like the wolves have accomplished their objective. Kaori-san has been hanged. The crow, if he still has the will to next time, will confirm Haruaki as the true snake. And from then, that really should be it. We should be able to, well, barring anything else extreme or unexpected happening, we should make it. Because now Hashimoto won't have the argument against us. And so that'll mean that Kyo and Rokako and, well, depending on how things go, Mamiya, they'll be targeted next. And then, eventually, Haru and Haruaki, along with Mako, if we could, tell her and convince her that we're the wolves, we should get the numbers. It'd be 3-3 at that point, and that'll be it, I think. So we might be getting to the end of this. Yeah. Alright. I hope you all enjoyed that as much as something like that can be enjoyed. It feels wrong to say enjoyed, but I think you know what I'm saying. I've been The Warm. This has been Raging Loop. I'm sure we'll have more to talk about next time as we have any additional thoughts or analysis on that going forward. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.